The serial positioning effect is a psychological phenomenon where the position of an item in a list influences how well it is remembered. It comprises two key components, the primacy effect and the recency effect. The primacy effect refers to better recall of items presented at the beginning of a list. This happens because the first items receive more attention and are often rehearsed more in our working memory. As a result, they are more likely to be transferred into long-term memory. In learning or advertising, placing important information first helps ensure it's remembered. The recency effect is when items at the end of a list are better recalled. Since these items are fresh in working memory, they haven't been displaced by other information. However, this effect is often short-lived. If there's a delay between exposure and recall, the recency effect diminishes, showing that these items were retained in short-term memory rather than long-term storage. The serial positioning curve illustrates these effects by mapping recall probability against an item's position in a sequence. The curve typically forms a U-shape, higher recall for items at the beginning and end, and lower recall for items in the middle. Items in the middle are often subject to interference from both previously presented and subsequently presented information, making them harder to remember. This effect has broad implications in many areas. In education, teachers can use this knowledge to structure lessons so that key information is presented at the beginning and end. In marketing, placing critical messages in prime or concluding positions can maximize consumer recall. However, it's important to note that various factors, like list length or the delay before recall, can influence the strength of these effects. For example, the primacy effect strengthens with slower presentation rates, allowing for more rehearsal, while faster presentation rates may boost the recency effect as items stay in short-term memory. The serial positioning effect is also related to memory systems. Items benefiting from the primacy effect are thought to enter long-term memory, while those affected by the recency effect remain in short-term memory. This distinction supports the idea that humans have separate memory systems, though they work together during recall. Application of the serial positioning effect can be seen in everyday life. When studying for exams, organizing material with critical information at the beginning and end of study sessions can improve retention. Similarly, public speakers often put their strongest points first or last, capitalizing on the listener's natural memory biases. If you learn something new about how psychology affects our daily lives, then consider subscribing to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss the next episode. Until next time, stay sharp.